Hi. So today's topic, discussing about biscuits. So in today's discussion, we will be covering few areas. Number one, how can you choose the healthiest biscuit? What are the points that you must see when you're buying a biscuit? Number second, which is the best biscuit in Indian scenario today? And then, if not biscuits, then what are the alternatives we can think of, right? First thing first, how you can understand that this biscuit is good for you, right? So what are the criteria that you should be looking for? See, whenever or you are trying to buy a pack of biscuits, always flip it. Do not see the front, always see the back, because that's where all the informations are hidden. So what you have to do, you have to see what is the first ingredient. You check the ingredient list, because most of you probably look at the calorie. Calorie doesn't mean anything. Stop counting calories, but rather look at what it is, what is there inside a biscuit, and then try to see where is sugar, in which position sugar is there. Is it in the second position, is it in the third position, or in the first position, or fifth, sixth, where it is. Then try to understand or try to spot the hidden sugar. Now, as I always mention, like sugar is not only SUGAR, there are 65 different names of sugar. That includes fructose, maltose, maltodextrin, or sucralose, or high fructose corn syrup stuff. So these are all actually sugar in a different name. And after that, you have to see how many ingredients are there in that biscuit. Less number of ingredients, it is good, and more in number, that means it is not that great. And after that, what else you have to see? How many of the ingredients in the ingredient list are known to you? There will be couple of chemicals or couple of names which probably you have no idea what are they. Like they will use like ANS2, which are not known to you. Now, if these are the basic criteria where biscuit stands, I actually checked probably 15-16 brands of biscuits. I saw 70% of these biscuits contain what? Refined flour. If you don't believe me, you just run to your kitchen or your store and get the biscuit packet that is your favorite. Okay, you will see the very first ingredient in most of the biscuits are refined flour, and second or at max third ingredient would be sugar. Three ingredients are very common in all biscuits. First, refined flour, second is sugar, and third is any kind of veg oil or palm oil or soy oil or some kind of refined oil. After that, probably you will get to see 4, 5 or 3 to 5 hidden sugar name, like it could be in the name of maltose, dextrine, any kind of hidden sugar name, any name from that 65 naming list. And after that, there will be a list of chemicals which you have simply no clue. Okay, so this is all about the ingredient list. Now you tell me, if you're really trying to avoid maida, then what are you having when you're having biscuit? Now, biscuits do have categories, okay? And very smartly, if you look at the advertisement pattern, biscuits are classified in a beautiful way. There are certain biscuits which are, predominantly promoted as adults biscuit. There are few biscuits which are promoted as kids biscuit, right? So what are kids biscuit? Kids biscuits are ideally, as per the advertisement, they will promote it either by that they eat this biscuit and you will get energy. One type of biscuits are glucose biscuits. Needless to say, Parle G is the classic example of glucose biscuit. Now, apart from glucose biscuit, what else attracts kid? Cream biscuit, be it Jim Jam, be it bourbon, be it hide and seek, any biscuits which has a cream layer or any chocolate chip in it, right? So that kind of biscuits appeal to our kids. And let's be honest, not only kids, we do love it, right? Whenever we talk about adult, that's a very smart game which is gonna play. This will be digestive murray, okay, or fiber rich murray, oats murray, ragi murray, or cream cracker biscuits, all that high fiber, digestive, low sugar. You will often get to see these are the keywords which they keep on throwing at you, right? So what happened generally, when I was doing this research, I considered everything. I considered all the biscuits. Let's see what is there in it. right? How good they are from the others. Then there's another category which has no sugar. which are salty biscuits. If you see the ingredient list, whatever be the name or whatever be the advertisements, the ingredient list is not at all different. You can ask me, but what about zero sugar? Yes, zero sugar means they have not used sugar, sugar, but they have given some kind of hidden sugar, which probably, even if you look at the ingredient list, you will not realize that is sugar. If someone is writing dextrine, or if someone is writing for say maltose or sucrose or fructose on the ingredient list, you will never think that, oh my god, this is also sugar. Maybe a qualified dietitian or qualified nutritionist, or those who have studied nutrition, they will get to know, this is nothing but sugar only, huh? So that is how smartly they play. So the point is, when the moment you start your day with a Marie biscuit and probably a cup of raw tea, like only tea liquor, right, without sugar, without shakkar, right? Because half of the people I have seen, I drink tea, but I don't have milk and sugar with it. That's great, but at the same time you're having Marie biscuit with it. So this is how irony is this, right? See, you are trusting the biscuit which you have not made, but you are quite awake to use a spoonful of sugar in your tea. So the point is, whatever be the category of biscuits, whatever be the ingredients, are pretty same. The first ingredient, refined flour. If not refined flour, there will be written ragi flour or oats flour or something like that. But make sure oats or ragi percentage is very, very less. It's just that they have advertised the biscuit in the name of ragi or oats. It doesn't make it any better. Any biscuits you can think of, you think your favorite or your kid's favorite, or you're having it even after having diabetes or hypertension, that, oh my god, cream cracker is like a medicated biscuit, or Marie is like a medicated biscuit, because that's how we have been trained to think, right? We have been trained to think that no, if it is cream cracker or if it is Marie, it is completely, no, it is not. The question comes, if this biscuits have, see, the first ingredient is refined flour, the second ingredient is sugar, okay, and then you will get few hidden sugar name, and then the rest of the ingredients are all chemicals, which you have no clue what is it, okay? So that's how a biscuit's ingredient list look like. Be it Marie, be it cream cracker, be it Jim Jam, any biscuits, any common biscuits that you can think of have the same kind of pattern. If it is a salty biscuit, that will have loads and loads of salt. If you look at the sodium content of it, that's pretty scary. In general, any biscuits you pick, they will have at least 16 to 20 numbers of ingredients in their ingredient list. Now, what was the thumb rule? The thumb rule was lesser the better. Now, if we see which are the potent brain cell killer, or which are the potent food which actually create mess with your entire system, are refined flour, refined oil, refined sugar, refined salt. So 4 refined versions are the main culprit who develop all kind of problem, be it your physical problem, be it hormonal disbalance, ruining your gut health, or any kind of brain damage, or any kind of lack of concentration, or that kind of things. Everything is related to refined flour, refined sugar, refined salt, and refined oil, because they are somehow a potent inflammation creator in your body. They're the potent source of inflammation. Now the choice is yours, right? What you would like to have. Now you can ask me, what does that mean? Does it mean like I will not have biscuits at all? I really don't think that is also possible, because we always, and especially in Wellness Munch, we always try to promote a food habit which is doable and which is sustainable. Now, if you live in a world where there are so many amazing biscuits and everything is there, because see, come on, it's a fact, right, that biscuits are lovely. these are lovely to eat and we really can't deny of it. And it has, the biscuit is something, you know, which has struck the chord that it is an easy food. Wherever you are going, you just drop a pack of biscuits in your bag and you're good to go for the whole day, right? And that is the reason biscuit is so very popular, right? So until and unless we develop our choice to some alternative which is equally handy, you know, it's very difficult to get rid of biscuits. So now the question comes, am I not supposed to have single biscuit a day? See, the call is yours, right? I was here, I told you what is the reality. Even if you're having biscuit, at least, you know, be very clear what you're having. You're not having something that your body is looking for. You're having something which is very much capable of damaging your system. If you can accept this fact and then you're having biscuit, that is fine. That means you're aware of what you're eating and how bad is this stuff, and then you're eating it. But at least don't be fooled, you know, to believe that no, I'm having a digestive biscuit, or no, I'm having a cream cracker, which is as good as medicine. It's not. That's the point. You know, if you have that kind of attachment, or that if you're thinking, you know, it's safe somehow, it is not. It is equally bad. So aware yourself, you know what are you eating, and then whenever you're eating it, you keep repeating to yourself, like, what the hell am I eating? Is it that necessary? Sorry. Is it that necessary, or is it that important? So, you know, try to tell all this thing to yourself, and then you will see, slowly you will get rid of this, you know, this affinity towards biscuit. So that's how it generally works. Now you can ask me, like, you know, isn't there any good biscuit in India? No, there are. You know, I studied a detailed, you know, all these biscuits, ingredient list and all that. And then I found it's not. Like, you know, the popular biscuits, which probably are available within 10, 15, 20, 30 or 50, 70 rupees, they are the one who have very bad and pretty much common kind of, you know, this ingredient list. But we do have good biscuits in the market, which are purely made up of, you know, ragi or oats or millets or something like that, or ragi, as I've mentioned, and they have very controlled amount of sugar. They have no added sugar, or they have very limited amount of additives in it. So it is there. It's not that it is not there, but the problem is those biscuits are very, very expensive. Those biscuits, like, you know, if 200 gram of Mari biscuit cost you 28 rupees, this kind of good biscuits, they cost you at least 250 to 300 rupees. Now imagine if some product is 200 to 50 to 300 rupees, you will automatically eat them less, right? Correct? So if it is so costly, you will automatically eat them less, and all the balance will be created. The problem is when, you know, junk food, you know, manufacturer put a price tag which is so very cheap, then the entire nation starts eating that, because that is available, that is affordable for everybody, right? That's the problem. Now if the food is pretty expensive, then even if it is not that great for your health, you will eat less, right? So if you are really a biscuit fan, you may try, you know, having those biscuits, but again, at the same time, it's not that addictive, right? I can tell you this, like, you know, the sasta wala biscuits are far more better of taste rather than this expensive one. So maybe even if you buy those expensive one, you will be feeling cheated, that this is not that great. You know, the taste of hide and seek and the taste of any nachni biscuit will not be same, right? And then you will start questioning, it's such acha tha, I would have this, you know, hide and seek or bourbon or some kind of that. So that really happened. But the point is, biscuit is not necessary. It is not giving you any nutrient that probably you will be lacking if you don't have it. It is a completely optional and complete junk. Okay, so that is very, very important. Now apart from all these biscuits, there's other kind of biscuits which we call protein biscuit, which is threptin. you may be, aware of this kind of biscuits, which are like almost like a supplement, threptin. But again, threptin is also, those who have eaten threptin, they have constantly reported it is yuck. It is also doesn't taste good. Any good food seems to be like, it doesn't taste good, taste that great at least, So the point is, if not biscuit, then what else? Understand, why do you eat biscuit? Are you eating biscuit to control your hunger, or you're just eating biscuit for the sake of having it? Just you're sitting and watching TV and you feel like munching something and you're getting the biscuit jar and you start eating it. So what is the reason for you to have biscuits? That's very important. If only munching or hunger is the reason to eat biscuit, then you can easily get rid of it. How about munching on murmura or chudwa, roasted chudwa, or roasted murmura, or roasted popped rice, popcorn, like homemade popcorn, or the normal bhutta that you get across the street? Or how about makhana? How about munching on a handful of nuts and seeds? Or how about munching on a fruit or some vegetable sticks with peanut butter or hummus? See, the point is, we are not really afraid of calorie. Days have gone when we used to all think of calorie restriction, you have to make calorie restriction and all that. Now we are in an era, and the way nutrition science has changed its course. Calorie is one of the very important point, but more important is what you are eating. What is the quality of that food? Does that food even qualify as food? If we go by that norm, biscuit is definitely doesn't stand anywhere. And I hope this session was useful to you. Okay, thank you very much. Be happily healthy and stay safe. COVID is still here. Bye.